what is a reference point? Well, a reference point is simply something that you're using to judge and to understand something else. In scripture, your reference point is referred to as your God. And the definition of God is a person or a thing of supreme value. So whatever you are establishing as supreme value, whether it is a person, a thing, an idea, you have made it your reference point, and therefore you're using it as your perspective to understand things and to judge things. So if your reference point is your God, then whatever you use as your reference point, you are establishing the image of it. So an example of this is Adam in the Garden of Eden. Adam was referred to as the image of God because he used God and what God said as his reference point, meaning that he used what God said to judge and to understand all creation, to understand and to judge life. So you may ask, what brought about Adam's fall? That was Adam changing his reference point from God to his woman, which is his wife. And this is seen when God told Adam that the earth was cursed because he listened to the voice of his wife and he ate from the fruit of the tree which God commanded him not to. So at that point, Adam made the woman and what she said his reference point. Therefore, he made her his God. So as we said before in our previous videos, a relationship is a connection forged by agreements. That is, connections that are formed after both parties express the expectations and considerations of the expectations. Therefore, there's mutual agreement to make the expectations of the person that you are connecting with your promises. So in addition to this, both parties are to share a common understanding of how promises must be fulfilled, and in order for them to do that, there must be a mutual reference point.
So what happens if there is no mutual reference point in a relationship?
Well, if there's no mutual reference point, both parties can use the same words and understand it differently. They can verbally agree to fulfill the promise, but the understanding of fulfillment of the promises would differ. For example, two people may love each other, and they promise to love each other. One may understand that the demonstration of affection is love, whilst the other person may understand that love is actually keeping your promises. So they have two separate reference points that could lead to unfulfilled expectations, and therefore that leads to grave disappointments. So we see this in the areas of law and business. Both parties mutually understand how the promises are to be fulfilled because the law of the state is the mutual reference point. So therefore, where there is conflict regarding how the promises are expected to be fulfilled, both parties hold each other responsible to what defines how it should be fulfilled, which actually is the law of the state. Likewise, in your relationship, a mutual reference point must be established for mutual understanding of how the promises should be fulfilled. Therefore, if one party's reference point is Christ and the other party's reference point is money, there will be disagreement. If one party's reference point is God, or one party's reference point or God is family, and the other party's reference point is career, there is also going to be a disagreement. Or if one party's reference point is business, and the other party's reference point is children, then again, there's a disagreement. So each party's reference point, or God, is their lens through which they see, understand, and judge life. So my question to you today is, what is your reference point?
This is Spiritual Relational Intelligence. I am Zain.
And I'm Katsura.
Alright, we are authors and coaches, authors and Christ coaches. If this video has been helpful to you, we kindly ask that you type a comment at the bottom of this video and let us know how this has actually been helpful to you. Alright, this is actually as a result, the information I'll be presenting here is a result of it's almost 10 to 12,000 hours of study and practical application to understand the science of the spirit, and we are only just beginning. Right? We are actually just covering the basic concepts. It's going to get supernatural. All right, so we thank you for actually tuning in, and we kindly ask that you follow us on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to tap that bell, so once we make notifications, you'll know when. Follow us on Facebook. You look for at ZainElFuego1, and follow us on Instagram. Is actually ZainElFuego, author, coach, and Keturaki on Instagram. Alright, look us up, and if you'd like to know how to actually contribute to this entire initiative, get in contact with us through our pages, or you can email us at godrelationships@gmail.com. That's godrelationships, one word, @gmail.com. Boom.
And Bodo.